the blueprint as to how they're going to bring down this walls of Jericho. All right, read on.
And Joshua the son of Nun called the priests and said unto them, Take up the ark of the covenant, and let 7 priests bear 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark of the Lord.
Okay, so 7 priests, right? We probably had more than 7, but he's saying 7 priests, right, are going to bear 7 trumpets of ram's horn. He didn't say goat's horn, right? He said ram's horn. So they are going to have the ram, the horn of a ram, right? And then he says, before the ark of the Lord. So in other words, the ark of the Lord is going to be behind them as they are in front of them, the 7 priests with the horn, right? Read on.
And he said unto the people, Pass on, pass the street, and let him that is armed pass on before the ark of the Lord.
So again, these armed men are going to have to stand in front of the ark. Now you remember how they carried the ark, right? How did they carry the ark? Did they use any stands or anything like that?
No.
No, they didn't. What did they use? They used those staffs, right?
Yeah.
They had these long poles that were holding it up. They had priests on each side, on each corner that were holding it up, right? So again, we didn't use like they try to use sometime later on when they had, what was it? I think it was an ox and 2 different beasts or whatever. They were compassing or carrying the Ark of the Covenant, and it tipped, and one of the priests touched it to stop it from falling, and he died. It's because they weren't following God's instructions.
Right.
And so keep in mind, these people are following God's instructions here, even when we're talking about taking over the city. Joshua's giving them explicit instructions, right? Who's to come when, and what the priests are supposed to have with them, right? And so read on to verse number 8.
And it came to pass, when Joshua had spoken unto the people, that the 7 priests bearing the 7 trumpets of ram's horns passed on before the Lord, and blew with the trumpets, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord followed them.
Keep reading.
And the armed men went before the priests that blew with the trumpets, and the reward came after the ark, the priests going on and blowing with the trumpets.
Okay, so keep in mind that priests are supposed to be blowing all the time they're compassing around the city, right? So the priests are blowing, the men of war in front of the priests, the Ark of the Covenant is behind the priests, and the people are behind the Ark of the Covenant. Read on.
And Joshua had commanded the people, saying, Then shall ye shout.
Now listen now, how many days are they going to go around the city?
6. And on the 7th day.
Right, so for 6